We're back to the van building. Here we go. Welcome back to the show. I'm back from the work trip, getting ready for another work trip soon. Gotta do the build in the meantime. Talked about it in the last video when I took the van on a dry run. Wasn't so dry because there was a leak up here, and it's actually coming right from this brake light. Now this is a common thing in Econolines. I know my last Econoline did the same exact thing, and it just over time, I guess, maybe it just started leaking. So it comes through the sides, and you know, maybe weather stripping kind of wears over time from sun damage or whatever, and you just gotta fix it. So now I want to work on, I got this corner done, and I actually have a list in my phone now. I'm at the point now where I started making lists of like what I need to do in what order, which is kind of important. This corner, same thing. I got a piece from Vamonos Vans, their wall panel kit, and it was CNC cut to the exact corner dimensions of that, and you know, spacing and size and all that stuff. So what I'll do is I'll do that, and then I'll bring out the wall, very similar how I did this side. I brought it out. The lighting is right here, and I brought that out because that's actually going to be the face of this cabinet front. It'll also be the face of the whole galley going all the way down. It'll come out to about here. Now I need to figure all that out still. It might be an inch or two heavy. We're gonna find out. Coordinates, and I'll be able to measure off of that to make sure that if my bench comes out 26 inches, I need a 24-inch thing going across, like extension, I guess. 26 plus 24 extension, that the 24 is going to actually land on the side of the, you know, galley. Because if I come out 24 inches and there's nothing to grab onto, then I have to build feet. I don't want to do that. Part of the process and figuring all that out. That's why I got all these tools here, and that's what we're going to do today. And then we're going to build a corner, and we're going to start this galley, and we're going to start the bed, and we're going to start all that stuff. I just made a box, not a big deal, actually. And I put that in, put that corner piece in. I started drawing out lines, which you guys probably saw in the time lapse, of where things are going to be. As I was showing you in that, little sketch, the bottom plate is going to be like right here. And I started doing dimensions on all that, and then I was like, wait a minute, I got to figure out if the bed's going to work. So I'm waiting on some parts right now to come in, because I've got 80-20. It's gonna make a bed. And for everybody that's like, oh, I thought Jarrod hated 80-20. I don't like 80-20, but I like 80-20, or aluminum for that matter, when making a freaking bed frame that has to cantilever over 16 inches, give or take. So that is going to likely sit right there. And that's my worry right now, is like, will I have enough carryover? And that's kind of why I want to make the frame and then see what I need bed-wise. So that's probably going to happen before I even start that galley, which I really didn't want to do, but that's life. All right, if you guys didn't notice, I'm actually working out of my makerspace. I was working on Nomadic Customs. Everything is all good. It's all good. They're just getting, vamped up for spring and summertime. So service center is packed right now, full of vans. The full bills at Nomadic Customs are they're packed. I was using his space because he was allowing me to use it because we're friends and we're buddies, and he was just like, yeah, dude, like come in on the weekends and work on your rig, and we got room for you over here. And I was getting in his way, he was getting in my way, so it's kind of and he never said anything. He wasn't like upset about it. It was my own thing. So I was like, you know what? Let me take all of the stuff that I had over there. I had that nice, beautiful green toolbox that I went out and bought over Christmas, and that was a Christmas gift to myself. And I moved it over to my makerspace, and now I'm like, everything is all in one space, and I'm very happy. So anyways, we're back to the van building. I just did the bottom plate for the this side. You know what? This is a few things. I was going to make a floating bed out of 80/20, and I actually made up the whole frame, and it was like, this is actually going to work. This is perfect. Yeah, I didn't like it. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I just didn't like it. So I didn't like how it was going to be and look and feel and all that other stuff. So I decided to make this as one of my, side benches, I guess you could call it, right? Yeah, it's going to be perfect. I'm actually going to go get some more measurements right now. It's dark out, but I got to get some more measurements of this. And then let me bring you guys back inside, and I'll show you guys what I did to my makerspace. I'm actually kind of, my little corner of my little makerspace, I'm actually kind of proud about it. I'm very organized, and I love organization. All right, guys, I am back in the makerspace, or at least my little space inside the makerspace. As you guys can see behind me, I made a lot of changes since I came back. I'm not too loud because there's other people here. They're doing like a gallery over there. It is a communal space. You got to do what you got to do. So anyways, here's the big green toolbox. Everything is now organized inside. I have all my tools in here that I need. This is kind of like my throwaway stuff when I get here. Like, I just put my stuff up there. All my tools that I need. Now, I will use this bench top to do some work. Not all, but some. I have this cart that actually will move from where it is out to the communal space, which has all two table saws. Actually, you guys may have already seen in the video, I used both of them. One of them is a saw stop, which is amazing. The other is actually a panel saw that you can do cross-cutting on, or a cross-cut saw. I love that thing. I had all of this actually over here, and I spent an entire day kind of maneuvering things around. So now my big long wood storage is up here. Plywood is right here. Yes, it is blocked off, but it's all good. And then I just put these lights up. I mean, I had them, and I don't think I'm going to use them in my van, so just a little plug-in. Because look what happens when I don't have these lights on. It's friggin' dark. It's still enough light, but all I have is that little fluorescent light up there. So with this guy, I got a lot more light. Wood storage, cart, plywood storage, tools. I got an epoxy bath right here. Can't wait to use that. That was gonna be the bed frame. We're gonna see what we do with that. By the way, bolted this to the wall, so that ain't going anywhere. This will be my little spot until I figure out the next plan. Let's get back to building. I'm gonna show the rest of that bench being built and how I do the drawers and everything. I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. I did not get as far as I wanted to, but a lot of changes happened during this video. I was going to put a frame in here that was going to be cantilevered out, and that was going to be on 80/20 aluminum. I scratched that idea because I'd rather have the storage. And so I built this thing, and this is going to be pretty much the platform for the couch. I'm going to obviously have another 3/4 inch piece of plywood on top of this, and that's going to pull out into a bed pretty low to the ground. And I did that intentionally because I've got 3/4 inch, these are actually 5/8, and then I got another 3/4 inch coming on top of that. So this from floor to top base is going to be about 10.5 inches, and then I got a 5-inch cushion, which is right, it's like 15 inches give or take. And because it's a low roof, you only have so much sitting height. Obviously the cushion's going to compress, but it's still going to be, you know, I don't want like taller people or like myself to be scratching my head against the ceiling. So I did screw up. Big, not big time, but I did screw up. I got to figure that out. You might be able to see here, I offset it, and that's about 1 3/8 that I offset it. So I actually plan on having, I did this in my last Econoline, so this is no secrets. I actually had push to open drawers, and you need a 1/4 inch clearance on a push to open drawer. I wanted the drawers insetted, or inset. I wanted them inset. I did that on my last van. I thought it looked crisper and cleaner, and this is gonna have like a really nice look to it when it's all said and done. The way I just did it, I'm kind of like, damn it, I meant to have this top piece actually match this, so the inset would actually be flush there, but I have a bed going on top of that. I have a bed frame going on top of that, so the bed frame is going to come out, and then I'll be able to put a piece in front of that, and that'll complete the look, is what I'm trying to say. So I think I'm okay. But yeah, I was definitely like, what the F? Yeah, it is snug. It fits in there good. I might just leave it in here, honestly, for right now. But I got to go back into my makerspace and kind of finish up. Definitely a lot of work that still has to be done. I should be able to now figure out the dimensions from here over to this side cabinet as well. So I feel pretty good about where I am. And we're going to end this video, at least for right now, and then we're going to pick this up when I get the rest of this going. But I feel a lot better. Oh, where I did screw up, I guess I wanted this to be a drawer that actually went out that way, because this is going to be the bed, and this is actually the heater closet right here, the heater compartment. So the heater's going to be here, and it's actually going to duct out this way. Now, where I screwed up is that that depth is just too small for any draw slides, any push to open draw slides on the market, period, end of story. So I got to figure something out when it comes time to do that. I am not looking forward to figuring that out, but such is life, and I will figure it out when I get there. I can assure you of that. See you guys in the next one.